I'm about 25 feet underwater and I'm gonna stay in an underwater hotel. This is crazy.
Without a doubt, the most important step in undersea living occurred in 1986. Jules Undersea Lodge, the first and only commercially operated undersea home of the future. Gone are the uncomfortable habitats designed for work. Jules Lodge provides luxury inner space accommodations.
It's got to be the craziest thing that I've ever done. 27 feet down below us in that lagoon is the hotel where I'm going to be staying tonight. It does come fully equipped. I've got a little bit of gear to take down with me, obviously the camera gear. I've got a laptop, because you're probably thinking, how on earth do you get all your stuff down there? Well, I've got some clothes that are going to be flat packed, and all my equipment is going to go in a waterproof container, at least I hope so. So I've got to get my diving gear on and get down there. Slightly nervous, come on. So when I resurface tomorrow, I will be a fully fledged aquanaut. An aquanaut is someone who has spent at least 24 hours in an underwater structure at the same pressure as the surrounding water, such as Jules Undersea Lodge. So before it was a hotel, obviously it was an oceanic laboratory underwater, and also a guy broke the world record for staying down there. I think he stayed down there for like 100 days or something like that, which was incredible. So just quickly, while I'm under there will be someone consistently monitoring the undersea hotel, and that is going to be Ricky, who's going to be in the command module, or the command van, which is there. And Ricky is literally just over there, and he's going to be helping me get down there today. The hotel is like just where those bubbles are coming up. So behind me is Ricky.
How you doing?
He's also going to sort me out with some food when I'm down there, and apparently the food, when you're underneath that much depth, is supposed to taste even better than it does up at the surface. It's a bit like airplane food, where your taste buds change as you go down. So we're gonna get suited up. We're gonna head in the water. Apparently the water's so warm I don't need to wear a wetsuit, which is nice, because I'm not a big fan of wetsuits anyway. But all the stuff that's got to go down there, Ricky not only has to... Are you all gonna do it in one go?
Usually, yes.
Wow, so he's going to take everything with me. I've got my laptop, some clothes, some toiletries, and also look out for me, because I've done diving before. I'm a little bit familiar with it. We've gone through what we do in a situation, or health and safety and all that kind of stuff. We've done all of that. So the only thing we need to do now is get suited up. Fully waterproof, right? I've got my laptop in there.
Oh, it's doubly waterproof as far as I got in a dry bag as well.
Oh, okay, cool. So everything's in there, all good to go.
Yep.
Got some milk, some sodas. Wow, look at that. You can really get a lot in there.
Yes.
Have you had any strange demands?
Can I bring my vape?
Really?
You're gonna bring your vape to a scuba tank. An underwater scuba tank.
Not a good idea.
No. I guess that's not the craziest question, but it's just baffles me that that's what people are thinking about when they're getting ready to go underwater.
So ready to go down. Not the best look, I know. Ricky, you can assure me there's no like crocodiles or anything.
Oh well, we do have crocodiles here in South Florida.
Have you seen any crocs in here or anything?
Not in this particular spot, but in this area, yes.
Yeah. Can I just say Ricky looks great as a diver. However, I've decided not to wear a t-shirt. I look like an idiot. You've got it going on. You're Mr. Cool, and I look like Mr. Muscle. Okay. I'm ready to go. Now, it's pretty murky down there. I'm going to be taking the GoPro with me. But there's a line going all the way down to the habitat, which will actually help us to get down there and guide us, because obviously I guess the water can be quite murky, but it's quite clear-ish today. So let's go. Are you ready, Ricky?
Yes, sir. There we go.
As I headed down deeper, I did find myself getting a little bit too close to the wall and was scratching myself and kicked up a lot of the debris. And then my GoPro started going wrong. This looks like a cool effect, but it wasn't done on purpose. I did start to panic a little bit though as we got very deep and underneath the lodge itself. just excuse my swimming shorts. So this is the entrance to the hotel. As you saw, I came up and you go out. It's kind of scary knowing that, you know, in the middle of the night, if I had an emergency, that is the only way out. Kind of scary. And it's also where I'll get a special delivery later on. So you'll have to excuse my appearance. I was told to pack light down here because it is quite warm, but also because the very small amount of packaging that I can bring down here. Bit noisy in here. This is the Moon Bay. Apparently it gets that name because when this was out in the ocean, the moonlight used to reflect off the seabed and then obviously bounce up in here, and that's how the phrase Moon Bay came into, well, something like that anyway. And back there we've got 4 doors. The bedroom, the kitchen and living room area, and then those 2 doors. So welcome to the kitchen stroke dining room. Let me show you around. So let me just close this up. Obviously there's air conditioning, so I want to keep it nice and cool. It's crazy, when I first got in here, the sun was overhead. Obviously it's moved over now, so there's less light coming down here. So it's starting to get dark already. There's fish that go past here every so often. And it is so typical that as soon as I go to record a blooming fish, it swims out of the way and I can't see it. But how cool is this? Like a nice little seating area. You can just sit here and look out. Very Jules Verne. Welcome to the kitchen stroke living room. Actually, this is pretty long, big, and spacious. Kitchen up here, a couple of very interesting tabletops, his and hers. A very nice long sofa and a view out of the window. Now apparently, being down at this depth, I've been told that you can often get the munchies, and they have given me so much food, it's ridiculous. Let me show you around. First of all, we've got a TV with YouTube, all your apps on there as well. You've got Netflix, you've got Amazon Prime, which is pretty good. Some storage space down below. Movies and music, this says. Well, there's no movie or music, but there's bags and bags of crisps. And also a few soda cans. Now, what really blows my mind is this. It's a fridge, and it's a fairly new fridge. Knowing the fact this was built, what, in the 70s? How on earth did they get this fridge down here? But they did, and inside we've got a freezer and a fully stocked fridge. And obviously the price that I paid for this for one night, all of this is complimentary and all for me. You can see there's quite a few cans. There's water, there's even some milk, bits of butter, some mayonnaise there, just in case. So some historic pictures of when this was a research lab. Look, there you go. I love Uno. Can't play it on my own though. Some cards and some crayons. That's where the air conditioning comes out. But look how spacious the kitchen is. Talk about a gift basket. Look at the goodies in there. We've got cookies, peanut butter, cheesy toast crackers, more crackers. There's Cheerios, there's Oreos, there's even some breakfast cereal in here as well. On top of that, there are even more crisps just there. All my cutlery just there. I've got a coffee machine, which I'm looking forward to using because in here is all your tea and your coffee, including loads of these capsules to go in that coffee machine. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, medium roast. Ooh, original blend, French vanilla. That will be nice. Now for lunch, they gave me this roast beef grab and go sandwich, which apparently from the local deli, which is quite nice. And they also gave me this salad. I think this has been left over from Christmas. And they've also given me loads of muffins. All the plates are up here. Being in the Florida Keys, look, very apt with the plates, with the coconut trees, very nice. A couple of mirrors. Branding is on point. Look at that with the cups, the glasses. Someone's had some wine down here. Purified water if I wanted to have a drink as well. 2 sinks, just to show you that the water is running fine. And then we have a microwave. More dishes. Trash goes in there, and then there's first aid. Look, Rick is outside. He's cleaning the windows. You've missed a bit, Rick. You missed a bit. What is that? Over here, I've got my depth counter, which hopefully won't go any lower than it already is, because we're at the bottom of the lagoon, which is around about 22 to 25 feet on there. Look at that, can you imagine being that depth? I've got a phone to speak to the surface. Rick will be able to talk to me on the video call there if I want to. Temperature, the router, obviously for my TV, so I can watch a movie on there. And look at that. The perfect movie to watch whilst underwater. They've got more. Check it out. They have got underwater movies like The Abyss. Hello down there. The Little Mermaid. This is brilliant. Sphere, that's underwater. Finding Dory. Pirates of the Caribbean, although Sleepless in Seattle isn't. I don't think I want to watch that down here. True Lies. That was my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Just want to say a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Odoo. Being down here gives me a lot of time, so I want to work on my own website that is easy to manage, easy to edit, and accessible no matter where I am. Odoo is a great platform to manage all of your website needs and your business all in one place. The first application on Odoo is free forever. With Odoo's great website builder, it's easy to set up within 4 steps. Just within moments, I've got a website. So this is my current website, and say I want to change something, it's really simple. Using the building blocks on the side, I can change text. If I wanted to, I can animate the text. If I decide to change a photo on my website, it's as simple as this. So here, I want to make a new page, and it's simple as using the building blocks on the right hand side. I just drag something from the building blocks, change photos, change the text, which I can animate how I want, change the color, and move it around to see how I like it. Make sure you go and check out Odoo today by clicking the link in the description so you can get started for free. You'll get unlimited hosting, lifetime support, and a free custom domain name for 1 year. Oh, I just saw a fish. Every time I see a fish and go to film it, it just disappears. I'm sure Rick put that there so the fish would come up, but oh no, there he is. He's hiding. Do you know how long I've been waiting to film a fish? Come on, swim past. Come on, swim past. You can do it. You can do it. No, don't. No. What on earth are these about? There's another dolphin over there. The toilet, which I'm so not looking forward to using. And it works just by pressing that a couple of times. And then we have the shower. If you've never seen my reviews before, I normally tell you how many people you can get in the shower just to judge how big it is. And actually, this is kind of spacious considering where we are. I could fit 1, 2, and you could probably get a third person, maybe just sitting down there. But yes, I have already had a shower because when I surfaced, I just wanted to get the salt water off me. Nice hot shower. There's even shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel in a dispenser there. Let's go into the bedroom. By the end of this, I'll be able to get through here a lot more gracefully than I'm doing. So the bedroom area, it's got a little sink, running water. Crazy, running water, underwater. Messing with my mind. Again, can't see any fish. So this is the sleeping quarters, and actually comfortably you could probably get around about 6 people down here. You could probably get 2 people in this double bed, and there's a single bed up here, and there's the same over in that room too. But let me show you around. That's obviously to block out the window if there's too much light coming in. That bed's not made up though. This is ready to go. Bed test. This is nice and comfy. Apparently I was told that you get the best sleep of your life down here. Whether that's because of the pressure or the filtered air, I don't know. But I'm looking to see if that's true. So hopefully I'll have a good night's sleep. But you can hear the noise from the moon bay a little bit. But I have got some earplugs, so that shouldn't be a problem. You may notice all of this is thick carpet. the kind of carpet that I've got in my house actually on the floor. It's really nice and thick. Got a fire extinguisher there. Here's the phone if I wanted to speak to the surface, ever have any problems. There's a TV here. There's a couple of towels. There's a little mirror there if you want to do your hair in the morning. Some extra blankets. And actually this door closes off. Wow, there's the pipe for the air conditioning coming out. Imagine putting your head there and laying on that. Whoo! There is another TV here as well, unbelievably. A nice big bed, and again, another lovely view. They all have pretty much amazing views from whatever side you're staying in, even in the kitchen too. There's another sink there as well, a little mirror, and then also access into the moon bay if I want it. Apparently the reason why it looks like it's getting dark but it's not, I just spoke to the guys up top and they've got a thunderstorm going on. So that's why it's looking darker than it was. There's a thunderstorm going on up there, and down here it's completely and utterly calm. Branding is on point. Do you know what, it's crazy to think that it's just going to be me and you down here for 17 straight hours. Obviously the YouTube video is not going to be 17 hours long. I'll obviously have to endure that myself and show you the best bits. Gonna make a coffee. Does this work? Which way does this go in? Coffee that. They've got a record book. So every person that stays in Jules Undersea Lodge signs this book, and this dates back to 2014. I think they've got like 6 or 7 of these. They've got literally so many different people writing their experiences in here, from other YouTubers to people from all over the world. We've got people here from Italy, Scotland, obviously all over the United States, Florida, Miami, obviously, Chicago, New York, Australia, Austria. Did I just hear a beep? So the broad range of ages of people that have stayed down here is quite crazy, to be honest. Obviously you've got to dive down here, so you have to be obviously a certain age, but teenagers come in here for parties and stuff like that. People have had their honeymoon down here. I don't know if anyone's got married down here. Maybe they will do soon, I'm not sure. So I'm looking out the window because time is fast approaching 5 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock, I've got delivery. So when I arrived, they said, what would you like for dinner? Obviously they gave me limited options for being down here. But in theory, anything takeaway, I could get delivered. So I ordered a pizza, pepperoni, and yeah, I'm gonna have a pizza delivered when I'm 25 feet underwater. That's crazy. I did check my app to see if Deliveroo or Just Eat would deliver, but it couldn't find my location. I've now been down here for around about 2 hours, and every so often I still feel like I need to pop my ears, so I haven't fully acclimatized to the pressure yet, because every so often I need to equalize. There's the fish. Oh, you can't see him. So the dive down here was quite scary. I'm not gonna lie, I did freak out a little bit. However, it was when Rick said, do you want to have a kind of like a swim around the lagoon a little bit more and check out the outside of it? And I was like, yeah, cool. I kind of got freaked out, I'm not gonna lie. I went pretty much down to the lagoon floor. We kicked up quite a lot of sediment. I found it difficult to see. It got kind of dark and I was freaking out, and so I kind of had to get Rick's attention and basically just say, get me out of here, and he had to grab me basically and get me back to reception, and he did that quite quickly. But I was freaking out and I thought to myself, oh my god, Tim, you just need to calm down and just breathe gently, breathe gently. I mean, the thing is, I did all my training, I've done all my training, so I know how to get like the water out of a mask and to equalize and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever really had panic attacks, but I definitely was having one out there, and it's freaking me out knowing that in the morning I've got to do that again. I've definitely got a friend, this little fish, he keeps coming up. So you know when you put an order in for a takeaway and you're patiently waiting for the doorbell to ring? Well, this is a little bit different. I'm waiting for Ricky to appear with the pizza. He's just called to say that he's on his way down. I was at the wrong window. Here he is with the pizza. I can't believe we rehearsed that and I was at the wrong window. I'm sorry.
Take this off so I can see.
What's the craziest thing that people have ordered down here?
So we used to do an ultimate romantic package where I would cook lobster and steak.
Wow.
And then I'd bring it down and I'd get dried off and I'd serve it to you with asparagus or bacon wrapped asparagus.
Yeah, looks good. Pepperoni pizza, and it's still nice and hot.
Yes.
That has got to be a first. Getting a pizza delivered underwater. I like pizza anyway, but that did taste pretty good. Right, I think we'll watch a movie in bed and then I'll get some sleep. But luckily, I did think about this and I thought to myself, you know, there might be a lot of noises in an underwater hotel. I bought some earplugs with me, so I might have to use them. Apparently there's bioluminescence in the water that does glow if it gets... Heard a strange beeping noise then, not quite sure why. It's weird, since I've sat on this bed, I've almost felt like vibration, like it's moving. It's obviously not, and I'm trying not to get too freaked out because I'm looking, well, outside I can't see anything because it's pitch black. I'm hearing some different noises that I didn't hear earlier. They're coming from the window. I don't know whether it picks it up on the microphone, but it's similar to if you was in a caravan or an RV and it started lightly spitting. That's the noise that I can hear, and it's coming from the window, but then I heard it up the top. Try not to get too freaked out. If it gets much louder, I might have to ring up top and see if that's normal. I'll say goodnight. Outside is not outside. Outside is deep underwater. Most people that come down here and sleep have some of the best sleeps they've ever had. So I'll let you know how it goes in the morning. I'm just trying not to think where I am. I'm just in a bed in a house, yeah. I'm not 20 something feet deep underwater. No. Good night. Morning. I didn't have the best sleep of my life, but it was an alright sleep. Once I kind of got used to the noise of the vessel, I don't know what to call it, submersible, habitat. Did I have any weird dreams that I'm down here and I had to get out? Thankfully no. Let's get some coffee. I think I've got the hang of this now. Maybe not. It's still dark outside. Okay, who's for coffee, who's for tea? Do you know what? Because the coffee, for me, in America is so smooth, I'm gonna have a coffee this morning. Plug it in would help. Especially when I think it's working correctly. It's not, you have to put more water in it. My only complaint is, I just wish the coffee would be a little bit hotter. It's kind of lukewarm at best. I can't remember if I said yesterday, but this book has been filled in since 2014. And out of all these pages, I'm going to be the last person that writes in this book, right at the bottom. So I feel privileged. I've got to just try and think what to say. How do? I just put how great my night was and how surprisingly not lonely I was. Bearing in mind now I've been in here for 17 straight hours on my own. It's gone quite quick. I thought it would like be a real drag in here on my own. I mean, they've got Netflix, they've got YouTube, they've got Prime. I had my laptop down here, so I did a little bit of work. And because luckily I'm still a little bit jet lagged, to be honest. I kind of went to bed at about 9:30, woke up at 4:30. I mean, still dark outside. Ricky said he's gonna call me at 8 o'clock so I can pack all my things. So I've literally just got to get everything packed, and then which I'm hoping I do correctly because it's got to be waterproof, and then we'll surface back up to the top. Breakfast options are, there's a couple of boxes of cereal over there. I think they're out of date, and there's some muffins that you gave me yesterday, so I might chow down on one of them. That was my stay in an underwater hotel. What an experience. I was down here for around about 18 hours. Tell me what you thought in the comments. Would you stay here? Please make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Remember, if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.